What are the three things you think the National Committee needs to do?
Well, I think one has to make sure that they get a chair that is dynamic, that is inclusive, and that knows how to, take this strategy that we have to implement.
So number one is the chair.
Is the chair. Two is certainly what I touched on, is that 50-state strategy. We need to say, okay, in Nebraska and in Alabama and Louisiana, we know where our precinct captains are. We know who they are. We are giving them the right message and so forth. So that is very important. And three is really developing that message and making sure it gets out. We saw the great wealth of people speaking for Hillary Clinton at the end. We have to get people like Michelle Obama and President Obama out talking with people in different places. We have to get Bernie Sanders going to all those campuses, and that 50-state strategy means in certain precincts they're college precincts. So we have to really have college leaders that are helping out, and we have to make sure that the young people in this country are hearing the Democratic message and basically joining the party or voting for the party. And also that goes over, you would develop certain leaders in every constituency.
Right.
So we need
So you're talking that you not only need precinct captains, you need basically gender captains,
right.
gender identity.
Sure. So you would have some people that maybe are really getting the word out on women's issues. You would have clearly environmental people, leader, and we have to work the unions like we've never worked with them. I've talked to Steve Tolman recently in this race, the AFL-CIO president, and we have to make sure that labor is working hand in glove with the Democratic Party. We can't lose all these. Sometimes people call him Joe Sixpack, but it could be a regular union guy that just does his thing, tries to make sure his family is surviving.
Food on the table.
Yeah, and we have to get to those people. We have to have a message that resonates with them, but we have to do that by being organized and.
Okay, so three things basically are: number one, we need a dynamic chair that's going to turn this whole thing around for us. You want to see that chair implement a 50-state strategy.
Right.
And then you want a lot of force and effort around the message development.
Right, correct.
Basically making sure that we go into every demographic.